All right, so we've got a sturdy vault door here. Usually I help on those, but I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah. Want to show this way? That's a bonus map for us.
All right, and then we'll just slide it into this opening here. All right, so we got the door in the opening. These doors don't have any kind of flange on the outside, which kind of makes things a little bit different. So there's just no flange here. That's all the way into the room. And that's all the way around. So you kind of have to really work on getting everything plumb and level and shimming every direction so that it stays put. Okay, so one thing that I've noticed with this sturdy door, it is pretty tough to adjust. Like if you're, and we are plumb on the hinge side, plumb both ways. I mean, dead on. But then when that transfers over here, there's these little brackets, and these bolts go in through these little holes, and they're doggone. They're the same exact size as the bolts. So the holes are the same size, you know, basically as the bolt, so you have no room to adjust anything. And so far I don't see anywhere where you can adjust the hinges, you know, to move the door around. So kind of a hard door to get just right. We're still working on it. And there's only these tabs on the middle two bolts, but we'll see if we can get it dialed in just right here. But this has been messing with us here for about 30 minutes, trying to get this adjusted so that those bolts travel in and out of those little slots. So then we thought we could pin this door sill here and this threshold, but you can't do that because there's not enough clearance between the threshold and the door. So I guess that anchor bolt just doesn't go there. And it's the same thing with this anchor hole. Go ahead. So yeah, there's not enough clearance. There's just like barely 1/8 of an inch of clearance. And there's no way you can put an anchor in the header either. Which is okay, because after reading the instructions again, they only spec out 10 anchors. So there's 5 in each leg here. They don't spec anything for the header piece or the floor plate, or the threshold rather. And so, you know, there's holes there, which when I saw it, I was like, well, why wouldn't you just throw an anchor in there? You know, we've got them, but you just don't. And so I guess those holes are probably just because when maybe they stamp all the side pieces out, or all the pieces, you know, linear footage, then when they cut them, they just end up with holes in them. And I guess, you know, no big deal. It's certainly not a problem with security. This handle's nice and long, and I think, you know, I'm kind of glad it is, because the bolts, the retraction and extension of these bolts is kind of rough. It's rough just coming in and out of the door here. Like, you know, it's just, the tolerances are tight, which is good, but, you know, it just drags across the frame. And really, even if you look at the bolts, they've got little grooves in them. You know, they're where it's just kind of grinded its way in and out. So it's not the smoothest bolt works I've seen. And I think a little bit of grease on there would be, you know, will take care of that. And over time, it'll kind of wear itself down to where it's not, you know, a problem or anything. And then You know, again, these little holes, if these holes were just a hair bigger or more like an oval, I think the reason they're so tight is so that there's no play or slop on the door in and out. Like if you pull the handle in and out, those holes are tight enough. There shouldn't be any slop in that. So that's nice. No play. But darn, it's hard to get lined up exactly. You know, it's just, you have to have, it has to be so perfect, and it takes a long time of, you know, kind of chasing things around and tweaking little things here and there. The frame has to be, you know, parallel with the wall, and everything has to be plumb and level, which is normal, but there's just little nuances to this that are really tough to get exactly right for those bolts to travel in and out. It works eventually, but you do have to chase it around. So I'd say if you don't have a lot of experience with, you know, building and hanging doors, you might chase this around for a long time. But we eventually got it. And so this wall, unfortunately, was a little bigger than it needed to be, or the rough opening, the concrete guys messed up the dimensions, and it's a little bigger than it needs to be. And, you know, again, if there was a flange on here, that would hide a lot of that. But as it is now, I think we're going to have to, you know, fill this in with some kind of concrete. The instructions call for like a concrete fill, which makes it pretty hard if you don't have a flange on one side. You can't pour up against anything. So basically we'll have to case out the front or something, and then, you know, fill in with concrete around the perimeter. But if it just had a flange on the front, then you wouldn't have to fight it so much and have concrete junk and stuff splooging out everywhere. But all in all, very, you know, it seems like a nice stout door, just not the easiest door to install. And I think, you know, in my opinion, a couple little tweaks here and there would make it better. But hey, I'm not the manufacturer, and I think these guys do a pretty good job on it. It's just not what I would, you know, do if I was building one. But hey, thanks for having a look, and if we can help you out sometime, just give us a call.